Okay, we're ready to put some colour on this. I've masked off all the roof, covered that, and also the scuttle panel. We'll put some gold on him. So we're all ready to go. I've sanded that and prep washed it, so I guess we just got to get into it. So I'm going to do the door jambs first with a little touch-up gun. Sorry about that fan. So I've got my little touch-up gun there. It's only a 1mm nozzle, but I'm going to use that just to go into the door jambs because I've got to use this sparingly. So we'll do that, and then we'll get the big gun, and then we'll shoot the rest on around the quarters and stuff. So we'll get into that. I'll paint it. Oh, actually no. I'll film it when I paint it as best I can anyway. All right, let's get into it. Alright guys, I've jumped ahead a bit, and so there we go. The shell's done. I've put obviously the colour and clear on that, so we're all good. But I think I might have to rub back this side again because I did get one, try and get it in the light there. I got that little shit thing in it there that I'll have to try and get out. It's a bug. And there's something there, but that's sitting sort of on top of the paint. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know, I'll just have to, tomorrow I'll leave this overnight to dry right out and see if we can get that out. But anyway, that's it, it's done. Overall, not too bad. So there we go. Oh, there's all my fat guts there. It's stinking hot here now today, so anyway, there she is guys. Alright, so all done, lovely. Now we can move on to the rest now, the boot and the bonnet. And there's the scuttle there. All done. So lovely. Alright, well, I might throw this one up, see how we go. And yeah, just want to show you that the shell is painted. Alright guys, we're back into it. I got up early this morning and ended up denibbing that little bug that was in there, so he's all gone, and up there. I've been around and denibbed what I need to over the other side as well, so the body's all good. So I think we'll set up that boot and we'll start on that. Righto, so I've scuffed all that back. And we have come up with a few nasties. I can't see that camera. So we've got some holes here, and we've got a bit of a rust spot there with a little hole, and then around on the back here we've got that nasty section and another little bit there. So I think we're going to have to go back to bare metal on the top of this, so I'll duck up and grab some paint stripper and get cracking on that, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've hit that with the paint stripper and then the wire wheel, so I'll let that just harden up a bit, and I'll come back with some 80 grit on the orbital and see if we can finish that off a bit better, and then we'll concentrate on taking care of these areas here. Alright guys, so this little nastiness here, we've got that curve down there, so what I'm going to use is this old section from the front guard, and that curve there, we can make that work, just that little section there. The rest of it I'll use for this piece and that piece over there. So this is the biggest, nastiest bit. Oh, well, that's the nastiest there, and the most fiddly because it's got that curve. But anyway, we'll do this one first, and then that one, I guess, then the other one. But I'll cut out a piece of metal off here, and we'll go from there. So I've tacked that on there, that piece. I've marked my lines where I want to cut through there, right down there. So I'll cut that out. I'll have to take that whole piece out and then put that in, rather than cut and weld, because I won't be able to get the offcuts out from in behind. So we'll do that and we'll tack him in. Alright guys, there we go. So we'll tack him in and keep moving. Okay guys, so I've put that patch in there, but it's all been for naught, because I did everything I normally do here with the welds. Just do a bit at a time, tack around, and cool the welds down. Just do it, take me time, do a little bit at a time. But this thing has warped like you wouldn't believe, and I don't know why. That's just one of those things, I guess. It's the first time it's ever happened. But if you see here, I'll try and get an angle for you. If you have a look, I'm not sure if you'll be able to pick that up. But right here, that's just a big warp right there. Down here as well. And over here, they're just big hollows. So I'm not going to fill that with filler, because it'll be that thick. I've tried heating it and shrinking it and everything, but it's a lost cause. I've tried popping that out with the dent puller, but it's a lost cause. So old mate Wayne, I gave him a ring last night and he said, yep, I've got another boot here, so I'm just going to go get another boot. His is a lot better than this one, so I'm going to scoot up the highway, grab that, come back, and we'll get into it. Righto guys, so I'm back from a little road trip. Here's the new boot lid, and it's going to be a pretty easy fix, this one. So I'll get stuck into that off camera. There's the old one over there, but anyway, so we'll get stuck into this one and get him sorted. Yeah, thanks to Wayne. I think he tunes into the channel, but he always seems to save my ass at the last minute. So yeah, yesterday I decided that boot had it. One quick message and I've ended up with another one overnight, which is pretty much unheard of. But we've got a good little Ford community up here where I live, and everyone's willing to help each other out, so it's really good. Anyway, thanks again Wayne. Save me bacon again, buddy. Alright, let's get into it. Morning again guys, and Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Day, so I'm up bright and early before the girls, so I can sneak up here and get as much done as I can before they get up and then the shit fight begins. So anyway, there we go. I put some red oxide on there and just patched a few of the little blemishes. That's only very, very fine, that filler. So we'll let that dry, and then if the girls are still in bed, then I'll come back and sand that back and put some undercoat on it, sorry, and some primer. And we'll just see what we can get done before it all happens. But anyway, there she is, the boot. I'm very happy with it. It's nice and straight. Righto, so he's all done in undercoat, ready to go. I had to re-drill these holes here for the boot strip, but that's all good, that's done. So I'm pretty happy with that. All good and straight, so we're good to go with him. But that'll do it for today. Everyone's rocked up for Christmas Day, so I have to leave the shed and go over the house. So anyway, that's that. We're moving along. So I've primed and sanded underneath, and then now I've just put some putty on there, let that dry, I'll give that a sand, and then we'll start putting some colour on that. Okay, so I've got that in some undercoat there. He's all ready to go. I'll give that a little bit to dry, flush off, and then we'll hit him with some colour. Okay, so I've got some colour and clear underneath there. He's all done. But what I want to do is address this. These panel stands here, they come with this foam, but eventually it breaks down, and when it gets to the steel, it can damage all this. So I use a couple of bucks each, these pool noodles, just cut them to length, split it up the middle and put that over the top, and that's a good thing to protect the paint. So I'll whack those on, we'll flip it over and paint it. Righto, so the boot's done, all good, excellent. So he came up alright, not too bad. A few little tiny nibs here and there, but certainly no big deal. So that's it, he is done, top and bottom. So I've just put some zinc gal in the fuel tank, so I'll whack this one up, and then when we come back we will get into fitting the tank and the boot up. See you then.